A smile, a touch can mean so much. You will find such joy in giving of your love and time. Reach out.
Yeah, man.
Help someone.
No problem.
One love.
You see it.
Be strong.
Brethren.
Believe and achieve the things you could. Keep doing good in your neighborhood. Believe and achieve the things you could. Keep doing good in your neighborhood.
Cell Phone by Patricia Whittle. What a thing with cell phone. Puss and dog know about dial tone. Cell phone take off like a rocket. You nah say nothing if one not in your pocket. Everybody a drive and talk. Nobody willing to park, then talk. So we have no accident as a result. For if you want them take it for insult. In the school, we have similar problem with cell phone and the unruly children. Although the rules say cell phone ban, you can hear them a ring in every exam. Last week, as me sit down at church, me I forget hungry with Sister Birch. For while the pastor was praying, our cell phone was ringing and ringing. Me could have hardly wait for the pastor done to give her the full length of my tongue. Me said, why you not left the phone in your yard instead of have it on while we are worship the Lord? You would have think that would have upset her. Since a woman like that should have known better. But she go on like say she stush and no fed upon me. And believe you me, that get me very angry. Me move over and took on her side and say, turn off the phone before it make more nice. It come in like a etiquette. And so say disapprove value I get. People, this is just one bad example, but me can give you enough more sample. Since cell phone available to Tom, Dick and Harry, use them wisely, or you're going to be sorry.
Hi, I'm Susan, and welcome to the show. In today's society, technology is more advanced than ever before. Telecommunications is one of the areas in which such advancement can be readily seen. We can easily use cell phones to speak to anyone, anywhere, and at any time. But have you ever stopped to think about what it was like before we had cell phones? Does anybody remember the days of the handset at home? That ugly, big, bulky thing that you do the dial tone. Anybody have any story about them days?
Yes, those are the good old days. I remember, well, first of all, you had to travel distances to get a cell phone, to get a telephone.
That telephone call,
to
right.
make a telephone call.
Uh-huh.
And I remember distinctly living in Duhaney Park. And I remember we had a call box outside our gate. And this was one of the greatest things that ever happened to us. And we used to take care of that call box as if it was our own phone.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it was a Jamaica telephone company.
Right.
They had a call box
When you
on
said
the
take
street.
care of it as if it were your own.
Well, we used to use that phone.
Uh-huh.
So we used to protect it.
Okay.
You know, my brothers and I and our friends in the general vicinity, we would make sure that nobody came to do anything with damaging the cord or damaging the box or anything like that. So we protected it because we were so lucky to have that phone near to our house.
Right.
So we took care of it as our own. And when you look at what is happening today as compared to then, you don't even have those boxes anymore.
No. If you see one, Lucky
Right.
to see
It's
one
it's
around.
a relic.
Right.
Goes back to the good old days.
Right. What about the house phones now? And the fact that, I mean, nowadays you pick up the phones, an emergency happens. you
Well,
can
the
just call
wonderful
somebody right
thing then was that you had the party line.
there. Okay.
So you had to listen to see when your neighbor was not on before you could make a call.
Uh-huh.
And then and you could listen to your neighbor's call also. Yes. And
A lot of people do a lot of your business.
as youngsters sometimes we used to listening to what was happening in our neighbor's home.
Right.
So that again is part of the good old days.
And then came this little
And, you know,
nuisance
I find it
almost.
amazing that some of the youngsters here don't even recall that happened.
No.
But good folks, it did.
Yes.
Party lines.
Hi, my name is Wendy Phillip, and in my time, you know, not really, I'm not an old person, but I'm a person of a good age. But in my time, I remember having the phone that you use with the circle where you dial, you go,
Dial, yes.
billing, billing, that type of phone. I know if someone was your friend, have a phone like a distance away from where you live, you know, you have a long distance call to get from that person's phone. Someone will call and say, tell when they must come down there out at 7:30. I call her at 7:30.
There's
And
only
you would
one
ready-
person in the district have the phone.
Yeah,
All
sometime. And you're ready to go down there even by 6:30 because you want to be there on time
Right,
to get the
right.
call. And Susan, you wait until all after 9. The
the
person
caller
not
come
call.
in.
Because then you remember that they want me to call Jamaica then. So you see the cell phone now, that easy thing, you just call when you want to call and talk when you want to talk. But in those days, if you sit and wait, he said, Lord, she can't call it, man. I long for a foreign call because in those times, I a foreign call to regular like now. See, we tell the person can't call me yet, man. I'm more bigger, I want pair of shoes and one pair of socks or something
Exactly.
because you're so anxious
on the barrel.
for the call, you know what I mean? But in those days, was a bit, you know, wasn't that like this nowadays. They're not more better off now.
I just want to say a little thing about the cell phone. Back in the days, you guys might think I'm like 12, but I'm a little older than that. I remember there was a call box up the street from where I live. It was from like the Courtly Hotel to where the gas station is. So it was on the main street. There was no bending, so you could see the box from where I live. My mother was sick then, and I had a sister who resides overseas. And each time we need to talk to her, we have to use the call box up the street.
Wow.
So it was like the call box was by where Susan is. So this lady that lived there now, every time she hear the phone ring, she have to run, come answer the phone, and tell them that she's going to call me down the street to come answer the phone. So Miss Esme would run, come and call me that my sister on the phone
Oh, no.
because she want to know how my mother doing.
Miss Esme was very fit.
Yes, and then I was small, and then I had to run up the street, breathless, you know. And I feel glad, you know, you're young and getting overseas call, firing the call, and you run, go up the street, and my sister call back. Sometimes when she call, I just reach, and I would answer the phone, and we speak on the phone, and I'll tell her about my mother and all of that. Now, sometimes when I have to call her now, I go up there, and when I dial, I have to go around, and it have to wait to come back. For dial the other number, to come back, and dial the other number. So sometimes by the time I to dial the other number, I forget the other number. So I have to go back all over again. I have to think about the number again and go back again.
They
And
never have it right down.
never have it right down. So sometimes I write it down, but sometimes they get the call so quick that you have to call back now because
Yes.
she's not at work now or she at work now, something like that. So you run and forget the paper. So, you know, it was back then until I remember when the cell phone came in, they used to talk about the fridge. There was this big one that them said the
Because it had a
fridge.
big battery.
Yes, the fridge, and everybody had phone, I never have none. Till everybody had said about the fridge. I never know what was this fridge. Until eventually me get one, and now technology has changed. The phone is getting smaller and smaller.
And smaller?
I was saying that we soon put it on keychain. Somebody just said we have it in watch now. So that
Okay.
was back then. And I remember too, when the landline just came out now, you know, because most people that had landlines then was person that we feel like was rich or so. So We know just getting landline, it was like a joy for us. So one day we were in the bus, the 70 bus, remember the $250,000? When $250,000 packed from Alpha Tree for Papine, say, you're on a $250,000 bus. Well ram. So this lady was in the bus, standing in the passage. I was sitting down and the bus was packed and the doctor was still packing the bus. So she saw her friend outside and she said, Charmian, what? And she said, what, man? Long time I not see you. So she said, me get me F, me get me F.
Jeez.
Charmian said, we are talking about, so we in the bus now and we were saying that this lady is so out of order because
What's it mean?
Martin.
But can I tell you though, I missed that whole stage of the F thing.
When we take a start now, the lady, our friend in the bus did not eat outside of the bus, still not understand. She said, me get me phone.
Okay.
We said the bus mash up. We said PH lady, not FFPH.
Doing good in the neighborhood.
I remember I used to walk with this bag over my shoulder, weighing down my shoulder. I had to walk a little lean because the bag was heavy. And with the antenna sticking out the bag. And then there would be onlookers. People would be curious. You look like you're some big shot. You had arrived walking with a cell phone in those days. Because it was very rare. It gave a lot of prestige and prominence to walk with a cell phone in those days. You had to be a very important person to have a cell phone in those days.
Do you remember when you first got your cell phone?
Yeah, it felt like the best thing in the world.
Oh my God, I was so excited having my own cell phone. I could communicate with my friends. It was an excited experience.
I didn't know that I would have won a cellular phone. So when I got a cellular phone, I also felt so good.
It was very excited to make any call that you want to call because it's your own phone. You'll have to get up in the night, go outside, or use box phone, or you won't have it thinking that you don't have a phone at home.
Well, I felt excited, I felt elated, I call on my friends and say, hey, this is my new cell number, and give them the number.
Nowadays, almost everyone has a cell phone. It makes communication faster and easier. But exactly how did these gadgets come about? What started as big, bulky and ugly-looking black boxes are icons of technological wonder, luxury and fashion. The first official cell phone was used by the Swedish police in 1946. They did it by connecting a handheld phone to the telephone network. During that decade, cell phones were simply not practical because you could only make 6 phone calls before the battery died. From this form of communication technology, the evolution of modern cellular phones took place. Hexagonal cells were created for cell phones by D.H. Ring, who worked for Bell Labs in 1947. Another engineer from the same company discovered cell towers, which has the capability to not only transmit but to also receive the signals in 3 different directions. The development of modern chips, diodes, ICs and others has led to the birth of a true cell phone. And as with a lot of other technological advances, the cell phone fever hit Jamaica.
The cell phone is great, but the cell phone is also quite as a little ditty told us. It can really be a problem.
Yes. Tell us about the things people use cell phones for. I just use mine to make and receive calls.
Well, I'm like you.
Yes.
I go to meetings, and you see business people underneath the desk.
Do you see our parliamentarians in the parliament
Yes.
on the
Right.
texting away? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Susan, for me, phone is very nice. And next time, it's not nice. Come here, tell you, say, so when I have my phone, come like my life gone. Me remember one time, I date this guy from about August. So every day, me and him gonna half a trip on the roof. Enjoy ourselves and everything. So one Friday night, we decide, say, we all get together, good now. So them time I just have my nice Samsung slide up. Well hot and everything. Me and up on the roof now we drink and me get kind of half frost and hungry. So we say, all right, we'll go for KFC. Reach up at the counter. But through my half frost now, I kind of put on the phone. And when I get the chicken now, I could have reached down for sit down, I say, who my phone there? When I run, go back up. I said to the cashier, I said, excuse me, it's my phone. So she was like, is your phone? So I say, yeah. So anyway, she not give me no good argument. So I go back to him and I say, you have my phone? He must say, no. And he say, search your pocket, man. And he must say, me not have it. So I say, you really don't have the phone? I'm going to go back up at the cashier again. And I say, you see my phone? She not give me no argument. So I'm going to go back down and was like this. And him say, I don't want the chicken. I say, I don't want nothing to eat, man. I don't want nothing to eat. So him say, all right then, you're still going over plan for go. I say, right, I don't want to sleep, you know. So anyway, you know, still go. So like when you do is power there now. I still like him a touch me. So I say, look here, now my phone gone, you know. I know the power you, the power, you know, call my phone gone. So by the time now, I didn't know the morning, I get up now and I reach home. My mother said to me, warm tea, because I never want to cry in front time. So my mother said, warm tea. And I said, them thief my phone. I'm going to my house and lock up for about 3 days. I don't eat.
You're in mourning.
3 days, Susan, I don't eat it up on the Friday night. And I tell you about on the Tuesday, somebody go get a replacement chip for me. I'm still not have no phone. And I say, Lord Jesus, when I go to Susan, I tell you, say, my phone, it help me out a lot. Because my phone make me bury all people, you know, man. Yeah, man, me and Trevor family, I call and get all money for bury all my father and him not dead. Yeah, man.
You know, one thing that we're learning a lot is that a lot of people have learned to not be so truthful anymore when it comes to the cell phone. Okay?
Coming up.
It's good, but it's also bad because, you know, there are times when you get yourself in trouble because of the cell phone.
Doing good in the neighborhood.
How many cell phones do you have?
I have 2 cell phones.
2.
2 I have. One of them I fix you now, the speaker and not work. But at the same time, I make half of it.
Just 1.
1.
Actually, 2.
Some cell phone owners say that they can't do without their cell phones.
Well, for me, if my cell phone is lost, first thing I do is cry. I can do without my cell phone. If my cell phone is not working, first thing I do is cry. So the resort is that if my mom is at home, first I take up her phone, and then she go start, typically mothers. But all right, I had a VK4000 back in the days. And one day I was coming from work in the night, so I was there walking. I always say, whenever you're calling me, and if you call me once and I don't answer, that means I'm in a place that I just cannot answer none at all.
Right.
Come on, want them take off my neck. All right. The phone keep ringing. I was like, cool. It ring for the 5th time. So I say, it more serious. Take out the phone now, put it on my ears. It not even reach on my ears. It's just a guy. Pop out it a long time. Take up my wonder phone there. I know me saying I get my phone so easy without a fight. But I didn't saw what he had behind him. And when I see something no drop, I know the people. I haven't talked to these person. From I know them, I step past them, high and by. That's it. And I feed them out. I jump in the man's house. I'm reaching at the man's hand like a little baby.
So where's the phone?
The phone, what happened is that the phone fell on the floor, and by the time if I grab it up and take it from the man, I just something that I sit to my face.
So you run left the phone.
Run left the phone, run in the man's yard, and jump in the man's hand. And the man was like this, and he had me in his arms.
Never talked to them yet.
What did I do wrong here? I just freeze for a couple seconds, well, couldn't talk. And then my run come out now, start get up some of my friend them and them start tell where and where it lead to. Reach home now, come to think of it, they don't know. Start crying and know when me I go to because I have free nights and
like gone now, oh Lord.
When you have the free nights, them you know say definitely have to use it. And then text. My friend them text me.
I met in an accident a couple of years ago. Right? Left home. The intention of going downtown to get something and come back, right? However, the accident happened. I was thrown out of the vehicle, right? So, cell phone, everything was all over the place. Somebody on the scene took my phone up, right? Then somebody called my phone. At that time, I was unconscious. somebody called and the person answered. The person say, them just can't go to KPH, you know. Hang up. Right?
That's a good and bad situation. At least he answered the phone, right?
So the person answered, him just gonna KPH, you know, hang up. So the person's like, what? Call back. You've reached your voicemail off.
Of course,
Call back
now
again.
with the phone.
So evidently the person stole the phone after that. But then that person that got that call, they went to KPH and realized that something was actually up for real.
Yes.
Right? So if that person didn't answer that call, then probably even the days after, person would be saying, probably putting me up on TV and missing or something like that.
True.
Right? Because at that point I don't remember if I had identification on me. Right? So the cell phone is a good thing in this light. Because if it wasn't for the cell phone, then my parents would be wondering.
Right.
Right? So it's good. But it's also bad because, you know, there are times when you get yourself in trouble because of the cell phones. And,
Right.
you know, even your personal life, you know, your significant other seeing stuff you shouldn't see. Right? So, as I said, just to spread the positive light. I won't go to the significant other seeing stuff. But the good thing is, sometimes it's good because in situations that you need it, it's there. So in my situation, it was good.
If it's used for what it's really made for, still, you're not
Right.
getting so much trouble.
Right.
My story is that texting for me is like a life.
Okay.
I can't do without it. You know, I met this girl, Kingston, downtown. And we started texting the said evening. And the conversation got intense. Now, I had a girlfriend. Now, this is the thing. I delete the texts as I go along.
Okay.
All right, but
or you think you're deleting the text as you go
yes.
along.
Now, I met the girl the Friday and we text straight until Sunday.
What?
No. Sunday evening, I was playing football. No, not to my knowledge, some texts had come in. So my girlfriend now come along and, you know, occasionally she asks for the phone to listen to some music. No, to my mind, I delete the text. No, so I just give her the okay to use the phone. No, she went to the phone, see all of those texts, and some of them were sexual. No, when I finished playing football, you know, she gave me the phone. You know, we sat there and, you know, on a Sunday evening, we'll normally eat ice cream. So I told her that I'll, you know, go and bathe and come back and we'll go to the shop and buy some ice cream. So she hugged me, kissed me on the cheek and said, go. So I didn't even look in the phone. So when I came back now with the ice cream and thing, we sat there and she asked back for the phone. And she went through the phone and she read a text. And I said, what are you talking about? And she's like, who is this girl? I said, just a friend. And she read a particular sexual text. And I said, let me see the phone. And she showed it to me. And she said, don't say a word. Now, while she read about 6 texts, you know, I was trying to explain myself. But, believe me, some things that she had said at that point, all I could do is put my finger on my lip. She got really mad, you know, and she said, when I meet this girl, and I told her when. And I said, she's just my friend right now. Just getting to know her. And believe me, the outcome of that night, which I couldn't call, all the texts I sent, and I mean, she loved poems and stuff like that. I write, and none of those could have helped me. The day I saw her, you know, I tried to go across to her, believe me, if people live on the road, that would be an embarrassment for me get. So I say, but over a period of time, that, you know, I kind of get her back, but the
Never
trust,
the same.
the trust, yeah, wasn't there because every time she see me on the phone, she think I'm texting that girl.
To, yes.
And even though I'm sure I'm delete her number in front of her, she never believe. See?
Never mind.
And from that day forward, believe me, you know, it wasn't a nice thing. And we ended up that we stopped being together because of that.
With my cell phone still, I feel like it needs counseling still. And
The cell phone needs counseling, not you. The cell phone. Right. Tell me why the cell phone needs counseling now.
yeah, because honestly, when I leave my phone at home, that's the time important call come in.
No, but it's you leave the cell phone at home.
No, and I can count how much time it ring when it's on me, you know.
Uh-huh.
But when I leave it at home, it's like...
Don't leave it then.
The phone thing still overall, to me, is a great thing. It's a great thing because I've been through a lot of phones. I can't recall how much phones I've been through, but I know I've been
Since
through.
high school.
I've been through 3 Blackberries so far.
What you do with them?
In space of 2 years, I've been through 3 Blackberries.
Why?
Because you
The
have
newer
to
one comes
upgrade.
later models?
You have to upgrade.
I tell you.
And thing, right?
Okay.
And it's endless possibilities, right? I could be at home and have a report to write, and I'll just write it on my BlackBerry.
Okay.
Write my report and email it to myself, and as I reach at work, I just print, and report is ready.
Okay.
So BlackBerry is, well, phone overall is a great thing.
Great. Thank you.
You have a thing called BB, BlackBerry. I'm texting on my phone. I text one of my friends, she's here. And me and her text and we are talk. She in a class, me and her text, we are talk.
I had an incident at work where we were actually renovating for an ad. I rest the cell phone on the bed. No one was there. 5 minutes I realized that the phone is missing. I don't have my phone on me. Normally I would put it in the case. When I turned around, the phone was missing. I said, Jason, where is my phone? Paul, where is my phone? Everybody looking under the bed and all of that. Somebody said to me, a pregnant lady was just over here. I said, no, she's pregnant. She could not move so fast. Surprisingly, the phone, gone. And it was a high phone, and trust me, when I went home, I didn't speak to my boyfriend for days because...
Why?
I actually took it to heart because I had a lot of...
You're mourning over the cell phone?
Over the phone.
Did you have to take
I
grief
lost a lot of
counseling for the cell
phones.
phone?
I've lost a lot of phones. I've lost over 7 phones. All top of the top phones. The other one, and I was pregnant, and they said no cell phones. So I was wondering what to do, how I'm going to know, or I'm going to let everybody know that I'm in labor and all of that. I actually put the cell phone in the maternity pad. The security was like, did you turn your cell phone off? Where did you left it? I said, I did not have a cell phone. She searched the bag and all of that. She didn't know how to search in the pad. So I said, good, I'm good to go. The other good one is now, have you ever seen someone working and like texting on the phone without even making a mistake? Like wrapping stuff and all of that? Wrapping with one hand, bagging with one hand, doing other stuff.
Wrapping what?
A lot of goods. Bagging, packing, doing everything while texting on the cell phone.
No.
This gentleman.
One time I was at home, right by my outfit building. I was doing construction there. So there's a really bit of rock stone there to climb on and all that. So one day now I'm going to wash some sheet, man. So I get the pan ready with the sheet them to start to wash. And I had a slide-up phone. Nice hot phone now. Samsung phone. I carry the string, you know.
Sure.
So you up and down, no? Me drop in the pan with the sheet them for go wash.
Huh?
And the phone drop in the pan as well with the dry sheet them never start wash yet. So I put bruise off, I get my brush out the bruise off my foot and I say, Lord, I drop and I start to, rub off where I get the bruise and all of that. Anyway, I didn't remember the phone. So I get the hose with the water, put in the pan to wash. How they washing the clothes in the pan now? I hear the phone. Boom, 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 boom in the water. Then I was starting to stir in the pan and I said, what me gonna do the phone this? I was so... I cried because the phone was my job. My son gave me that phone from England. So I was just, the phone gone in that's kind of way with the water. And they soap out in there and everything. Them say, put nice phone, make it sound, man, because it don't come back. And I said, Susan, I saw the phone for about 3 months. And the phone couldn't come back. And the phone couldn't revive. Because the phone was well soaked in the water.
Never come back.
Never return. The phone was dead for life. So I didn't have a phone for a long while. And then now I get another cheap phone and it never last no time, it mash up. And I'm like a Nokia now I go and use. But cell phone for me, it's really a good communication in today's life. Because you can call, even you can call now and say, me there 2 times shooting, but me want some food and me come home. Because the phone is there so me can call. So phone thing now is really, really nice to have a cell phone. You can call anywhere in. You can call and say, I soon come home the next hour or so.
Right.
Because in this time it's so bad, you can't call and tell everyone that you're coming home at X time because this time it's so bad outside. You know what can happen to you on the way home from work or from where you're coming from. So a cell phone is really important.
That's the good one, but the one to call every minute. Where you there? Where you there? Where you just find it annoying? Where you there? But just leave from here. Where you there?
Well, my husband don't call me regular. Him call me sometime. You reach school all right? You all right now? And I say yes. Him say all right then later on. But some man call round the clock 24/7. You know, you sleep and you just wake up before day them a call the phone.
Exactly.
Me no want
and it's not nothing important.
But those are for young people, not for me, because my husband don't call me the regular. Because I know that I am a good behaving child.
Okay, ma'am.
My name is Aroda Leah Williams. In my job, I use the telephone a lot, especially a cell phone. And I am called morning, noon, and night.
What kind of job do you do?
I am a missions coordinator
Okay.
for churches across the island.
Okay.
So people are calling me from Montego Bay, St. Thomas, Clarendon, all over the island.
So you don't leave your cell phone at all?
And yeah, I have to be all the time. If I'm sleeping, when I'm cooking, they're calling me. When I'm in my bathroom, they're calling me. When I'm in bed, they're calling me. Sometimes I'm in church, they're calling me. I'm washing, they're calling me. So on this particular Saturday morning, I was washing. And the phone just keep on ringing, ringing, ringing. So I took the phone outside with me where I was washing. I answered a call, talk, finish, and I continued to wash. I unconsciously was picking up the blue soap to soap the clothes and took up my blue Conker phone.
The cell phone?
And had the phone soaping the clothes. I can't see any soap, you know? So when me realize I'm a cell phone, me have a soap up the clothes. It was my new Conker phone, you know, but guys was blue. I didn't realize it was not the blue soap. And I had to get up and the phone tripped out. Of course, the phone went off. I had to pull up the phone and like I didn't have the phone for 2 days and it was a new brand phone. So, boy, when people call you all the time, it can be a good and bad situation. Because that morning, I used my cell phone as a blue soap.
The most important advantage of a cell phone is that it can be used almost everywhere without cables or electricity. In contrast, talking on a cell phone can distract you from other activities, which leaves you more vulnerable to accidents. We all need to be careful and be mindful of our neighbors when using the cell phone. Remember to keep doing good in your neighborhood. Never miss a moment of joy. Subscribe now to The Susan Show and keep love and hope alive.